Now let's cover some of the techniques that you can use from the unhooked position. Okay, once you control this unhooked position, you want to get your body in position. You always want to try to keep the leg that you're going to penetrate with out front. For instance, if you know that you have a good double leg tackle from this position, you always try to set your penetration leg out front. This hand stays in close to protect this leg and your body just in case he tries to attack. Okay, from here, the first thing we're going to do is just work a double. Oftentimes, you'll get in this position, and to get away from me, the defensive man will try to push me away like such to get out of the unhooked position, especially if you have good control in this position. You're controlling the shoulder, your head is blocking him out from doing anything. Now he'll come up and push the shoulder away. From here, we just post up. When you post him up, you catch it above the elbow. You step right inside for your double leg tackle. Drive to the knee, come up, work for your finish. If you think that he might reach up and push your shoulder away, you should be ready to anticipate that action. For instance, you're in this position. As soon as he reaches up, boom, you're right in on the double, and you take him down. That's just the basic setup that you can use if he tries to push you away. Other things that you can do from this position are the ankle picks. We went over those just a little bit before, just the basic ankle pick. Your basic ankle pick. If you're going to pick him, make sure that his head stays at the same level as yours, or a little bit lower. You never want to pick him and get your head below his like such. You're going to put yourself in a bad position that way. So if we're going to pick him, we might want to get him to step with that far leg. So we move him in a circle this way. Pull his head down, drive him across that ankle, and drive him to the mat. That's one way to pick him. Another way to pick him is by tripping this near leg and catching his far leg, like such. You step in here. Now from here, you trap his far leg, and you take him for an ankle pick, like such. The footwork has to happen fairly quickly. Boom, right here. Take him down towards his back. Now, let's talk about some of the other things that we can do to this side of his body. Okay, again, keep your head on this side of his body. You want to control this. And the key thing here is to know that all you have to do is clear this arm. This is the only thing blocking me from attacking his legs. All of your basic leg attacks are available to you, as well as duck unders, to both sides. Okay, let's work a few of those things. On a single, lift it, hit your single. Okay, from here, hit your single. High crotch motion. From here, you're going to dip your knee, step to the outside, high crotch. You can also work a duck under, here, into a body lock. That's just a matter of ducking your head under his arm, like such. If he reaches out and controls this wrist, you can duck the other side, that way. Watch again. He reaches out and controls your wrist, duck and step. Here, come behind. Another set of things that you can do from this underhook position is go to a waist grip, okay? You have your underhook controlled here. If at all possible, you want to reach across and control his wrist first. Now you drop down and you control his waist, like such. Okay, now once you get to this position, you can work by controlling the inside of his body, controlling the inside of his hips, or you can work by controlling this part of his body. Okay. If we're going to step in front, the big thing here is to block his hips off. Right here, you step in front of his body. All we're going to do is lift him up over the hips, this way, take him right down towards his back. This is a fairly simple technique, and it's very effective. You control him right above his waist. And no matter how hard he tries, oftentimes he will not be able to get out of this position, especially if you can control his wrist. Now from here, we step in this way. Pop your hips in, cut his hips off now. Pop them all the way across, take him down to the mat. The other thing that you can do from this position is step behind his hip. So from here, this way, we're going to step behind this way. Now as we do that, we're going to lock up around his waist, lift and pop the hips, take him back. That's a very effective technique. Okay, from here, now we lock the hands, we step back behind the hips, pop the hips in and take him back. That way. Another thing that you can do towards the front when you lock the hands, okay, the first time we stepped behind, we popped the hips and we took him back. This time we're just going to step in, control the center of his body this way, and wind him down in a circle to his back that way. Okay, again. You have his waist controlled, lock your hands. Step in this way. Twist him in a circle, down to the mat and towards his back. The big factor here is that you're controlling the center of his body. This is a tremendous position to be in. You can step behind, pop your hips and take him back, or you can step in front. The only place he has to go in this situation is towards the front and towards his back. Half Nelson.